Welcome from Maitri Foundation, DC Class Association, URI, and Rotary District 5190. ನಾವು ಹಲವಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಕೆಲವು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆನ ಎದುರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಡ್ರಗ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಾಲಿವುಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪಾಲಿಟಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ಪಂಜಾಬ್, ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ, ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರ್, ಜಮ್ಮು ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರ್, ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರಗ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹೈ. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಭಾಗ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಈಸ್ very high. About 17% of our population is addicted to alcohol. Our paiki nearly 27% of the population, they need help to come out of that addiction. ಇದಲ್ಲದೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಬ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಹೈ ಎಂಡ್ ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಕ್ಕದೇ ಇರೋರು ಪೇಂಟ್, ವಾರ್ನಿಶ್ ಈ ಥರದ್ದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕಿಗೆ ಕ್ರೋಸಿನ್ ಮಾತ್ರೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಕುಡಿಯೋದಂತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವರ್ಚುವಲಿ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಯೂತ್. ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಎ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಗಾಡ್ಫಾದರ್ ವೇರ್ ದಿ 6 criminal families joined together. Otherly, the 5 families propose smuggling of drugs to US. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದಿ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಲಿಯೋನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಆಗ ಕಾರ್ಲಿಯೋನ್ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗಲ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್, ಬಟ್ ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕನ್ ಯೂತ್. I don't want to be involved in such an activity anta avanu heltane. One of the most acclaimed criminal, he had this philosophy that we should not allow the youth to be destroyed anta. But nam deshdalli ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದಾರಿಗಳಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು I have seen opium growing in Himachal Pradesh and ಈಗ ಗೋದಾವರಿ ಬೆಲ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಬೆಳೀತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೋಲಾರ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್. ನಾಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ವೆಲ್ ನೋನ್ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ ದಟ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್. ಐ ಮೀನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಇಟ್. Yet another addiction is pornography. So we have to fight a war against all these addictions which are destroying the very youth energy. And many people to come out, they are not able to come out. There is one more addiction not known to many people, listening to loud music using earphones. ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಹಲವಾರು ಕಡೆ ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವಿಬ್ರು ದಂಪತಿಗಳು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಆಡಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದ, 21 ವರ್ಷ ಅವನಿಗೆ. ನಮ್ಮಿಬ್ಬರದು, ನಂದು 27% ಇದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯವ್ರದ್ದು 33% ಏನೋ ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ಹುಡುಗಂದು 47% ಹಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಈಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ 21. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ bombarding ears with loud music. So all these addictions we need to take together. Today the drug addiction has become hot topic because of what is happening in India, in Mumbai and in Bangalore. So ಈ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ we have to involve at least billion youth for the campaign ಅಂತ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ. We have to get this around anta. Unfortunately, because he is also having COVID positive, he is about to be discharged, but ಇನ್ನೂ ಬರಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ URI ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ I request Mehta to brief us for a few minutes. Yes.
Mehta sir, your voice is not audible.
Nanda?
Mehta sir, our voice is not audible.
Mute ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕೇನದು. Yeah, mute ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ನೋಡಿ.
Mehta sir, SK Mehta sir, yeah, your video is on.
Video on ಇದೆ. Welcome, Abraham. ನಿಮ್ದು ಆಡಿಯೋ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಂಪಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಐಕಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಐಕಾನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇದೆ.
ಓಕೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಯರ್ಫೋನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಇಯರ್ಫೋನ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್
ಇಯರ್ಫೋನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ತೆಗೆದ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಇಯರ್ಫೋನ್ ಕಿತ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇಂದ ತೆಗೆದ್ಬಿಡಿ. Put the speaker.
You may have to resort to English also because Abraham doesn't know Kannada.
Okay. Sir, you can take off the connection. Put the speaker on laptop itself, so that becomes easy. I think sometimes this doesn't work.
Abraham Karikal initiated 1 billion youth.
Okay.
For peace.
Excellent.
Conducted last year in Kerala, and from Maitri Foundation, together we have sent 5 participants for that program.
Okay, excellent.
Last week, an anniversary of that session was held. So, till Mehta becomes ready, can we request Fazal Mahmood?
Fazal sir, yeah.
So how to?
What we'll do is we'll just rotate by the time our Mehta sir come back. Probably Fazal sir, can you please just go ahead, and I think you need to unmute. I will make spotlight, and can you please
Yeah. Sir, good evening, Fazal ji. Yeah, good evening, sir.
Namaste.
Can I go ahead?
Please.
Yeah, please.
I'm audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Dear friends, we are celebrating Dr. Radhakrishna's birthday today. It's Teachers' Day. It is said learning starts right from the womb till we get into the tomb. Today, let us dedicate all our good deeds in life to our teachers, be it at our school. Parents were, of course, the first teachers for all of us. We have imbibed that values and ethics from them, and then the school and college teachers, and then all our friends who have been with us for the lifetime have been teachers to us. And I have so many teachers on this platform today, be it Sri Nagesh sir, SK Mehta sir, and Raju sir, and all other friends who have been teaching us a lot of lessons in our daily life. Very good evening to all of you. Mr. Sri Nagesh, a great writer, author, and founder trustee of Maitri Foundation. Rotarian Dr. C.N. Raju, the most respected, my friend, philosopher, and guide. And an adventurist and meticulous leader, SK Mehta ji, Mr. Abraham Karikal ji, and Mr. Dhananjay ji, whom I am seeing on the platform for the first time. We are meeting for the first time. I'm sorry, I don't know your full name, sir.
No problem. I will introduce myself later.
Yeah, and all our dear friends on this platform.
Dr. Jyotsna is also
honored.
There. Dr. Jyotsna is also there. Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Jyotsna ma'am, I'm really honored that Sri Nagesh ji thought that I would be bringing in some value to this platform. I have come here not to share my thoughts, but to learn from all of you. Dear friends, as a part of the journey undertaken by this foundation, Maitri Foundation, to mobilize youth in the direction of world peace. And I'm sure, I just went through what Nagesh ji shared with me about his daughter's untimely death and how she has dedicated herself to all these kind of causes and how he's following it. I think, friends, we got to join hands with him to bring this to a bigger platform and see that how we could reach a lot of youth. I think all the leaders here have the youth power as their motto to see that youth is developed. I'm very happy to hear when our leaders have initiated a campaign to create awareness amongst the youngsters and energize our great country. Youngsters who are the youth power, all of us believe. I would like to quote Swami Vivekananda ji, we cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. And I am sure this is what these teachers of mine who have been doing this day in and day out. The most passionate leaders on this platform under the banner of URI are part of Indian Foundation for Global Peace Education, which is started with the sole mission of developing youth for a globalized world through exchange programs. And IRF, a forum promoting religious harmony, a human right protection, and Youth Hostel of India, whom all of them are part of, which organize and give youth the positive energy by involving and arranging activities to promote adventure amongst youth. My dear friends, you need to spread this message amongst your peers and friends that how harmful is addiction. And I think the subject taken for this evening is quite apt in these days when the whole country is disturbed by what's happening at the Bollywood, whom we call as role models. They are the ones who have been into this muck. And of course, not only Bollywood, even our own Kannada film industry. And a lot of sportsmen are into this. And I think this is a menace which all of us have to tackle together. And it is the youth who can support us on this. And I'm sure we'll take this up, this awareness campaign to every youth of this country. We heard Nageshji say, where does it start? How does it start? And who are affected? And how we could stop this? It is only through awareness, because the law cannot stop all this. It's we who have to create awareness amongst the youth. And as parents and as elders, we have a huge responsibility on our shoulders to take care of that. Because youth have more things to do than getting to these kind of wrong things. And I think we got to know why is the cause for this, and what is the cause they are getting into this. I think we'll have to tackle this first. Somewhere they have been misdirected or they are not in a right path. So I think we'll have to understand this and empathize with them. Where are we going wrong so that we could correct them? Dear friends, Rotary is going to be part of this campaign, as I already told in the morning to Nageshji, and see how we could take it through our partners of service, our interactors who are in the age group of 13 to 18, and our Rotaractors who are in the age group of 18 to 30 years of age. And I'm sure with these two organizations joining hands with us, and of course Rotary, I think we can start working at the grassroots level, how we could imbibe these good practices in interactors and Rotaractors. Dear friends, the youth of our country have all the power, and I'm sure we will definitely see that this power is transferred to the other youth also. My dear young friends who are on this platform, the power is within you. You can do anything and everything in this world. Let us change this world to be a better place to live. Nelson Mandela always said, when all of us are determined, we can overcome anything. And he was a right example of that, how he could do everything in Africa. And my dear young friends, the best way to find yourself is to loosen yourself to the service of others. And for everyone on this platform, I would just say that what you don't want to be done to yourself, do not do it to the others. I think if we follow this policy, I am sure we will make this world a paradise to live in. With these few words, I put my hands together for all my teachers who are on this platform, who have given me a lot of lessons to go about, and every day is a lesson for me. and I am learning. Thank you, dear friends. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fazalji.
Mehta is ready now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're able to hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Shall I?
Yeah, please
Yes.
go ahead, sir.
Start.
I think excellent, thoughts induced by Fazal sir, and here Mehtaji's, views about how to stop addictions and
Yeah.
how to get the individual social responsibility inculcated among the youngsters. Please go ahead, sir.
Good evening to everybody. And I am speaking on behalf of URI, which is empowering the youth for international peace and being adventurous. The menace of drug abuse, which is observed in the Western world, especially in USA, has impacted present-day youth in our country also, and especially among college-going students. It is endangering their future apart from creating agony for their near and dear ones. Drug peddlers make lots of money by luring the student community to get hooked to drugs. They recruit vulnerable students to be their agents, free supply to the fellow students to start with, and once it becomes addictive, extract money for the supply. Reasons for the menace: laxity on the part of parents to keep a track of the activities of their children, the type of students and friends they associate with and spend their leisure time, students staying away from parents and in hostels, lack of interaction with their children and lack of close bonding is one of the reasons, and excess pocket money is also an issue. What steps could be taken to prevent the menace? Close watch of their behavior when they return home late. Observe if they are secretive and distancing from parents while talking to their friends on mobile. Observe money, valuables missing in the house. Create an homely atmosphere wherein interaction with children on friendly terms rather than parent talking to their wards as a parent, so that day-to-day activities are known to them. Encourage our children to take part in sports and culture activities so that they are distracted from addictions. Early detection of addiction followed by timely rehabilitation will ensure de-addiction. And we in the Karnataka Mountaineering Association entertain trekking and climbing programs for youth in the age group of 18 to 20, apart from children's camp, so that we make them self-responsible and sociable to others, and what to do and what not to do, so that when they become elderly, they become positive persons in the society and take on the others to do some social work. This in short could be an activity which could be taken up in URI, Rotary, as well as other platforms, so that our future youth is taken care of and away from addiction.
I would like to add one point.
Yeah.
It's not teens alone. Pre-teens are also getting in. According to our statistics, nearly 23% of the teen girls are getting pregnant. And loads of pre-teenage high school students are indulging in visiting pubs and also cafes where various types of drugs are available. I remember one 14-year-old girl who was caught in a pub. She was telling, if I just wear high-heeled shoes, wear a mini skirt and just walk with my head high, nobody will notice me. This is happening due to various reasons, various influences. There are several reasons which are contributing for this. And it's one of the basic problem is in parenting. The parents are not aware of what is happening. And the other section is the vulnerable sections in the streets, whose children are abandoned because the parents have to earn their money and the children are on their own. Therefore, we need to do a little more study also for each of these addictions. I request Dr. Jyotsna to tell her about her experience regarding oral health based on her research.
Thank you. Pardon me, I'll just switch on my video. Yeah, thank you. Good evening and hello everybody, and welcome to the URI meeting and Maitri Foundation meeting we are having on addictions of all kinds. As a healthcare professional, as a dentist, the particular type of addiction I have been seeing is that of tobacco abuse, especially among the rural population. What I have seen are young women who were given tobacco by their grandmothers when they went out cattle grazing and sheep grazing. In the process, the people have picked up the habit of chewing tobacco constantly, and that has led to oral cancer in many patients. So the case which I poignantly remember is a 23-year-old young lady asking us, can you please save our lives? You know, I'm not able to open my mouth and my tongue is bleeding and my husband is likely to kick me out of the house. Can you save my life? She's 23. She is a mother of 2 children, young children, but she came at a stage where we could do nothing to save her. The only thing we could have done is fought with tobacco addiction at a younger age. So this is the most important addiction which we do need to fight with against. One is that of tobacco, the smoking form, as well as the smokeless forms of tobacco. So that's what I had to share. And coming from my experience as an educator, I work with dental students. I have seen many of my own students indulging in the habit. We have seen cases where parental neglect is one component which is contributed to it. Peer pressure, wherein the student just wants to fit in, and in the process they tend to ask and join in along with their batchmates. And places where they're forced to start off or try out a new thing, and the peer acceptance is the major component which induces them to indulge in the habit. These are all things against which we should be aware of and be able to take a stand against. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dr. Jyotsna. I think it's excellent thought that you have shared. I think let me jump in. Let me introduce myself. Myself, Dhananjaya Padmanabhachar, and I have been working in the IT industry from past 16 years, and currently working with one of the leading IT company as a director of cloud transformation practice. And along with it, I also take care of some of the social initiatives in the society in terms of supporting a lot of students and driving some of the initiatives of a discussion class, Maitri Foundation. And we work together with Maitri Foundation in many aspects in terms of conducting workshops, and really impressed and really thankful to our Sri Nagesh sir, for bringing a lot of young generations and a lot of new people to learn about some of these concepts that he's been envisioned, and then really we are very thankful to them. And then also drive a lot of social responsibility, individual social responsibility initiatives, and then started something called Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Kattebalaga in our area, where you are actually inculcate the leadership qualities amongst small students, right? When they are at younger age, especially when since the topic of addiction is coming, and I am sure Sri Nagesh sir will talk about mental wealth, which has been expert about that. So I want to speak about individual social responsibility, right? So some of the aspects of individual social responsibility comes through experience, right? So when you are small kid, when they are exposed to these kind of environments where they are actively participating in some of the social responsible activities, for example, so it need not be big in attitude, right? What is important is a small initiatives, right? So in India we celebrate national festivals in schools, right? We celebrate our Independence Day, Republic Day, and Kannada Rajyotsava in government offices, right? Or in schools. But if you look at other places, it doesn't happen so rigorously. So what we did is we invited all the residents staying over there, and then given the responsibility to a kid. For example, at the age of 10 years, 12 years, what we did is we inculcate the leadership qualities among them, and we'll ask them to conduct the programs. It is not, making them to, come and do the speech and a song or a dance, but entire organization building skills, starting from collecting the funds, starting from, keeping the account of it, organizing the logistics and calling vendors and getting the flowers, making sure that chairs are arranged, ensure the program flow happens, anchoring, entire flow has been, conducted by the kids around 10 years age, right? When all these things inculcated at a very early age, see, we are talking about addictions, right? How do we, addictions could be good or bad. So if we get an addiction towards the good habits, then it is a very beneficial for the society. Whereas if the addiction is something which is not good for the society and not good for yourself. For example, some people are very much addicted to reading books, which is a good thing, right? To some extent. But whereas if you're addicted to a lot of bad habits like, smoking or drinking or any other aspects of bad addictions, that is dangerous. Whereas addiction to very good habits is actually good for the society, right? So passion will start developing once we start having, inclination towards some of the aspects that we drive through it, right? So all these aspects will drive towards individual social responsibilities, and through discussion class, what we're trying to do is across the Karnataka, I think Srinagesh sir briefly talked about, students enablement done by his colleague and my teacher. I'm very proud and very happy to be mentored by him for 5 to 6 years when I was in Bhadravati, and learned a lot of lessons, learned a lot of life experience from him. And when we are part of discussion class in Bhadravati, and then what happened is he met with an accident and he passed away. But his values and his aspirations and his ideology did not die. What is the concept of discussion class is to discuss and then find a solution. Even the concept of addiction comes in. It is important for a parent to have a healthy discussion with the kids. For example, see, it is very easy nowadays to identify if a kid has an addiction, right? I think sir was talking about students who monitoring is very important, right? So whenever, especially when they reach the adolescence age, it is important for us parents to be associated with the kid as a friend, because kids open up very easily in front of a friend, right? If father or a mother become a friend to them, they will open up a lot of things, right? So we don't have to do micromanagement. But what is important, if you are a friend with the kid, they will open up saying that I am going with this friend, I am going with that person, and I have went to this place and stuff like that, right? Then slowly when you're speaking to them, if the kid start addicting to smoking, a small kind of smell will come out. Even whatever the chewing gum or any halls, anything they try out, definitely you will figure it out with the smell, right? So that is an early indication for a parent to focus on the kids, behavioral change, or how to avoid these addictions, right? And then the other aspects of identification of addiction is, if your kid is coming very late. I think sir was talking about the same thing. If your kid or a daughter or a son is coming very late, observe the pattern. That is more important. If they come 1 or 2 days late for a reason, right? There could be a genuine reason. You don't have to doubt too much. But if your kid is coming regularly on this, and please observe where they went and with whom they are going. So it's important to monitor our kid, but at the same time, let's not do the micromanagement. So addiction find out is very easy, right? But how do we tackle with our kids is most important as per my knowledge. Probably I will hand over to Srinagesh sir to continue the.
I would like you to add one more point.
Yeah.
Many youngsters in DC taking classes. So one of the important points is we have to give some constructive activity for the youngsters.
Correct.
And there, how many youngsters in DC are conducting classes in slums and other places and helping the people, helping children. You mentioned one or 2 points about it, then I will request Abraham to give his message to us.
Sure, sir. So what is happening is once the our discussion class was happening in Bhadravati till 2013, and we have been supporting only through finances. But after that, what we did is we started an association called Discussion Class Association and tried to pull in all the students who are educated through discussion class. What is the discussion class? It's all about peer learning, implementation of a pedagogy practice. What knowledge I have, I will share with my peers. If this kind of culture is inculcated among the students when they are young, if I'm good in mathematics, let me try teaching the same subject and matters to my colleagues, my classmates, right? So you are actually sharing a knowledge. Nowadays, what we are seeing among the students in some sectors and some class 1 cities is that if I have some knowledge, they think that, okay, that knowledge, if I have it, then people come to me. They try to avoid exposing those knowledge and they try to become a person in under the shelf. That is exactly very dangerous and a single, what we call it as a single point of failure in cloud computing, right? You always ensure that your server is running in multi-AZ zone. In technology world, we call it as your server, your application should run in multi-AZ zone. Similarly, the knowledge should not be in one place, because if knowledge, that person doesn't exist, the knowledge will dies there itself, right? We should ensure a proper collaboration in place and a knowledge sharing. So this is exactly the concept of discussion class, what we're trying to do. And across Karnataka right now, we have almost 12 centers running across. And what people are doing is that once we provide scholarship to the underprivileged students, we ask them, can you give back to the society what you have received? This money is coming from the society, right? And then you have to give back the society to the, you have to give back money to the society back when you are a student. Today, what you have is a brain. What you have is a knowledge. So why can't you share that knowledge among the students? So what the students are doing is, and wherever they are trying to, assemble some of the students, then try to go to their houses. They're forming a team and then telling that whatever problems that you have, let us come together and discuss. I will help you to teach mathematics. Can you help me to teach science to me? I have a problem. Can you help me to solve my problem? Right? So by this way, what happens is you are building a team. You are building an organization when they are small. An organization-driven culture will be inculcated among the students. A concept of solving a problem through discussion. This helps in many, many ways in our life. Suppose there is a collision among husband and wife. For small reason, we are seeing a lot of cases getting registered in police station where husband or a wife register a case saying that my husband is coming at 10 o'clock in the night. Do they really discuss among themselves what is the reason? There may be genuine reason. The project pressure in IT companies may be too much that he is coming late, or variety of reason. I have personally seen this case which has happened to one of my friend, where he has been asked to go to police station because his wife complained that saying that my husband is coming late. Then I had to call and convince the family saying that please don't worry, your husband is perfectly good, and then he is working in office for a project release. So he is working, so nothing to worry. There is a doubt that generates, right? All these things can be sorted out if you have a proper discussion among themselves. So this discussion culture, a pedagogy practice need to be inculcated among every ages, whether it is a student, whether it is a corporate, whether it is a housewife, whether it is any sectors. Pedagogy practice is very, very important. And I think if you observe the current national education policy drafted during 2020, there is a guidelines given where importance has been given for a knowledge sharing through pedagogy practices. So in fact, discussion class and many other organizations has contributed in helping in drafting this national education policy by conducting one workshop that happened in 2018 through CESS under the direction of Dr. Sridharji, MK Sridharji, who is one of the committee member, and Dr. Kasturi Rangan, who are the head of the NEP 2020. So a lot of stress, lot of pressure has been built around how do we ensure our old system, our earlier system, right, where Gurukula system was there, where when the teacher was not there, it is the student who is actually educating the rest of the people. If you observe Prahalada, he used to teach others, right? When teacher is not there, Prahalada used to teach others. That's the concept of peer learning which is started over there in Gurukula system. So that concept, we are coming back, and whatever the good thing that we can take from Western culture should take it. Whatever the best part of our culture that we have, we should continue to do that. And if the pedagogy becomes a part of everybody's life, some of these collusions and conflicts will completely go away from the system. Discuss, and decide. So that's the concept, sir. And over to you, sir.
Thank you. Dr. Abraham, what is the message for us from you?
Thank you, sir. It was so nice to listen to all of you. Very informative and educative. I am so happy to attend it. I am the Secretary General of URI Asia region and also the President of 1 Billion Youth for Peace. Dr. Mehta and Dr. C.N. Raju and all are very much involved in these movements, and we are very happy about their role in building up a great movement of youngsters. So this is a very important issue that we are discussing today. First of all, it is Teachers' Day. I have been a professor of English for 3 decades, and I retired as the principal of Marthama College, Tiruvalla. So that is what prompts me to be with youngsters. And we have to catch them young. That is why we go to work among the school children and college students these days. So, why these people, youngsters, why do they go to drugs? Why do they go to smoking? Because they don't have any other important things to do, or they feel they have nothing to do in life. So that is where the importance of URI movement and 1 Billion Youth for Peace and Rotary and all such organizations come. Good sports persons, they will never go for drugs because they have to protect their body. So we have to allow our children to be involved in so many good things. If they are involved in good things, they will never go to evil things. That is what I have learned from my experience. And nowadays we are working so much among so much for the nuclear disarmament. And we go to schools and colleges and administer peace pledges, and we want to make them peace ambassadors. Children, when they are growing as peace ambassadors, we can save them from the clutches of evil practices and evil doers. So I want to congratulate all of you for undertaking such wonderful efforts, and Mitra Foundation doing very good, taking a leading role in this, and I'm so happy and I congratulate you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I will conclude in 2 minutes, keeping time also in mind. I have noted down various points given to us today by various speakers. And the idea is to carry the campaign. How we can go about it, some ideas can be formulated. On certain discussions, I will make to all of you. and any other ideas you get, you can also mail to me. And so that we'll consolidate and start working in this direction. The most important aspect today is to create that mental wealth. Every individual is a gold mine inside. That is the principle on which I am operating in my counseling. Only problem is what gold is in one person may not be there in the other person. Each person has different types of gold. And people are not able to look into that gold because of some 3 or 4 problem areas. One is labeling. Parents label their children by various nomenclatures. So that deeply influences the children. The second problem is the way the parenting is done. The very premise of parenting is wrong. They say the children do not know anything. Children know a lot, but parents do not know what their children know. And the second point is the second wrong premises is today's children are future citizens. They are already citizens. When they are born, they are citizens of this country that we have to respect. So respecting children is one of the primary dimensions we have to teach to the parents. Don't try to thrust your knowledge into the child. Instead, find out what it already has in it and try to bring in it. That is what the system was doing. 1 year teacher will not teach anything. He will observe the child, its behavior, and find out what is the interest of the child. And in that area, they develop the child. So this is important. We have to help the children discover themselves. That is first point. Second thing is we have to teach them certain value systems, which all the speakers have mentioned. And the third point is we have to help them, guide them, motivate them for them to be what they want to be. This is where we are going wrong. We want them to be what we want them to be. That is where the conflict is happening. And that is where the parents are also ignoring their children's demands. I have in the same year, 2 students, young students committed suicide because the parents wanted them to do something which the children did not want. So the intensity of passion a child has needs to be learned by the parents. And we have to give activity. If we give activity, lots of youngsters will not go in for addictions. So with this in mind, we'll start this work. Today is the preliminary meeting where we have got several points. I will mail. We will continue the discussions. Any new thoughts come to you, any new experience you want to share, you can share to me also. Subsequently, we will consolidate all these thoughts and we will start working on this. Today, we are what we are because of our teachers. More than our parents, our teachers have molded us. So that is why we thought doing this program on Teachers' Day will be the best tribute we can pay to our teachers. Thank you all the participants. We will continue the discussion and we'll see from here how we can take it forward. Thank you all. And especially thanks to Dhananjay for arranging all these things.
Thank you so much. It was really interesting to hear all the leaders.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. Wish we got to take this to the youngsters and the youth of the country.
Yes.
Such good thoughts have to be imbibed by them, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sorry, thanks a lot. And, this has been a wonderful initiative by Nagesh sir and all the people on this wall. It was very nice connecting with you all. And we also are live on Facebook. If you guys have any suggestions and if you guys have any other thoughts, please reach out to Nagesh sir or any one of the panelists on this call here. Let's all of us fight against the addictions and ensure that mental wealth is created. It's not health. It is mental wealth is what Srinageshwar is coming up with. I think none of, so far we have been here about mental health, but now it is calling about mental wealth. And how can we use, mental wealth is strong, and if addiction-free young generation can definitely become a better individual, social, responsible citizens of this country. And let us all of us strive hard wherever, whichever parts of the places we are in, whichever the organization that we are driving in, let us drive this, ensure these three concepts has been reached to the kids, reached to the youngsters, reached to everyone in the society, so that we don't want to see what is happening today in Bollywood or any other place, because most of the kids will see them as a hero or see them as a heroine, and the way they perceive is that whatever they do is right, which is absolutely nonsense, right? But the way we perceive is different. The kids will say, hey, that hero is doing, right? So they take that, okay, that is right. So that is why I think with this forum or with this initiative, we should to give a message. A person cannot be 100%. The acting may be good. Enjoy the acting, but not their attitudes or not their the bad habits, right? So with this forum, I wanted to say to all the youngsters, please do not fall trick of these heroes or heroines who have been catching because of these bad addictions, and always addict yourself for good habits. Please, have that passion in your life, and then have a dream and achieve through your passion. So that's what I wanted to say. And thank you all. Thank you, Sri Nagesh sir.
One final point I would like to mention. As a teacher, Dr. Jyotsna has been involving many of her students. And she has also shared with me a couple of stories where the students had virtually lost their goal and purpose in life. With sustained efforts and giving them a direction to their life, she has brought them back on track, and they are doing it now.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, Jyotsna madam. You require a big round of applause for sure. I think everybody should start doing whichever is a possible way. Addiction, bad addiction, we need to eliminate from the society, and where we can build a strong and a better India for us. Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Nagesh.
Thank you.
Once again, wishing you all a happy Teachers Day. And ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಸರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ನಾವು ಹುಟ್ಟು ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರು. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ, ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ವೃಂದದವರಿಗೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ಟಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ ರಾಧಾಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೆನೆಸುತ್ತಾ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಗೋಪಾಲಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಗಳನ್ನ ನೆನೆಸ್ತಾ, ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಶ್ರೀ ನಗೇಶ್ ಅವರಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ ಹಿರಿಯರಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ವಂದನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮನ ಮುಕ್ತ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಶುಭ ಆಗ್ಲಿ. ಶುಭ ಸಂಜೆ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you.